is this? Another bothersome peasant coming to get revenge for his dishonored sister? You haven't even pissed yourself in fear like the others.
Do you always talk this much? Or only when you're about to die?
How daring! I like it. I'm about to add another head to my collection. Come on, Pipsqueak. Show me how you wave your hoe about.
Here you are, you bastard! You won't get away from me now!
I was not going anywhere.
With your woman?
I am sorry for burning down your village. I had no choice. A few years ago, a bloodthirsty tyrant appeared in my homeland, who had decided to conquer the whole country. My father stood against him, and fell by the walls of our castle, together with our whole clan. I wanted to launch myself at my foes and die for my family's honor. But I realized that if I died, so would the memory of our clan. I gathered a handful of samurai most loyal to my father and went into exile. I swore that one day I would restore our clan.
A fascinating story, but what does it have to do with the murder of hundreds of people?
Your deaths were supposed to pay Fudo for the resurrection of my clan. Forgive me, father. I have failed.
Before she died, She said that someone called Fudo promised to resurrect her family in exchange for people's lives.
Fudo is a Japanese deity, believed to cast out demons with fire. I have never heard of people making sacrifices to him, especially human ones.
Do you think we're dealing with a cult?
I don't know yet, but something tells me that there is a person behind the name.
Step away from the holy relic and leave at once, or you'll share the same fate as your minions.
Damn, I ran out of time. I told Fudo that he should have ended you a long time ago, but he wouldn't budge. Blasted monastic solidarity.
Fudo is a monk?
Oops, perhaps I've said too much. Or have I?
Yes, he's a monk. A Japanese one, of course, a Sohei. He frets that so many people have had to suffer, but still justifies his behavior in the name of lofty goals. He can be such a bore sometimes. But why keep talking about him? Let's get down to business.
I'm assuming this is the relic?
If by relic you mean one of the sections of the Heshibi jade disk, then yes, it is. My guess has been confirmed.
Heshibi? According to legend, this powerful artifact endows its owner with incredible power. All the manuscripts state that the disk disappeared 300 years ago during the Mongol invasion.
That's right. As the barbarian army approached the capital, the order was given to break up the disk and hide it. The capital was Hangzhou back then, so the pieces were hurriedly hidden in these parts.
Why is everything always so complicated? You could have just destroyed the disk. But no, you had to split it into pieces, so that one day some psychopath would try to unite them and take over the world.
While the Heshibi is whole, the energy contained inside it is in constant circulation, and doesn't reveal itself in any way. If the disk is destroyed, this energy will be abruptly released and cause a terrible cataclysm. Right now, the disk is not whole, but the instability of the shards can be controlled if they are kept in special places where power is concentrated. The sacred mountains of the Middle Kingdom are such places. The first shard was hidden in the Taoist temple on Mount Longhu. The second was hidden in the Buddhist temple on Mount Juhua, and later brought here. The third shard should be kept in a Confucian temple, but we don't know which one.
You keep talking about the great power that this disk bestows, but what is it exactly?
Heshibi erases the boundary between worlds. Its owner can summon thousands of spirits from other worlds in an instant, and they will all obey his will. He will have to pay a terrible price for it, though. The person who performs this ritual binds himself to the disk and is torn from the wheel of rebirth. The disk absorbs its owner's essence after his death, and it forever becomes a part of Heshibi.
The person responsible for all this has either gone mad in their hunger for power, or has nothing left to lose.
This is why the abbot suggested that we keep the shard until the conflict with the Wu Ku is over. He said that the shard will remain stable for a long time if nobody tries to use its energy. Meanwhile, they will try to find a new place to hide it.
Excellent. Let's take the shard and head back to the Tulu before the scouts start following us.
Well, hello, my young friend.
Huang Taishin? Could it be that you're Fudo?
Do I look like a Sohei? No, Dao-kun. We are simply business partners. We were brought together by the Ryukyo merchants, with whom I have dealt with for many, many years. My task was to feed Fudo and his helpers information. For example, I told them about the temple where one of the Heshibi pieces was moved to, conveniently revealed to me by a group of Shaolin monks. Moreover, I had to prevent the news of Wuku attacks from getting out, blaming it all on regular bandits or villagers' tall tales. The merchants regularly paid me for all this.
How does Fudo plan to use the Heshibi?
He intends to summon an army of spirits and use it to establish a new order in his country, one without samurai, clans, or wars. His plan is as melodramatic and naive as Fudo himself. But if anyone can do it, it's him. You won't listen to me, of course, but a final word of advice, Dao-kun. Let that madman take the Heshibi and go back to where he came from.
You're right, I won't. Farewell, Huang Taishin.
You're just in time. I have already united the Heshibi. All I have to do is complete the summoning ritual.
I'll give you one chance. Return the amulet and I'll leave. There's no reason for us to fight.
Never. Thousands of people died on this mountain. They were burned alive in the name of someone's clumsy ideals, or slaughtered to teach others a lesson. You lost your parents as a child, while your grandfather died at the hands of my soldiers. Don't tell me that you wouldn't give anything just to have them back.
Back as eternally hungry spirits? You don't want to bring them back. You want to get revenge on those who hurt you.
Revenge? No. I shall banish the demons. Those that shout about uniting the country, but seek only power and to satisfy their own ambitions. Those that reach for their goals through the ashes of their innocent victims.
You don't actually care about the demons or anyone's ashes. Save your dramatic speeches for your followers.
Shut up, scumbag. Shut up!
Fudo and his mad plans came to an expected end. According to the monks of South Shaolin, the Hishibi was destroyed during the battle on Mount Hiei, and one can only guess if this is true or not. The Wuku were finished once and for all. Some say this happened thanks to the Emperor and his wise internal policies. Others say it happened on its own once the Wuku homeland was united and the long period of chaos and bloody fighting was finally over. But you and I know that it was all thanks to the 9 skilled and brave warriors. The 9 monkeys of the Shaolin.